Ask them. All right. So before we dive in, one, I want to tell you to grab a piece of paper and a pen because we're going to do a little work, or you can use, well, if you're on your phone, it might be hard, but piece of paper and pen, is going to be great. So before we dive in, I want to ask a question. How do your nights feel right now? Do they feel chaotic, a little overwhelming? Are you climbing into bed totally exhausted or frustrated or just already ready, already
Yeah.
feeling behind for tomorrow? That is the question.
All all of
All of
it.
health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We have three kids. My husband does a lot of the nighttime shutdown right now because I just kind of like give up and tap out. But
Hmm.
definitely want to start just taking more ownership of our home. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. I mean, that's one of the things we want to talk to people about. Like, do you feel behind? Like, when you wake up in the morning, are you already like barking orders or running late?
Mhm.
Because we're
Hmm.
sisters. I don't know. I don't know you. I don't think. I'm Cassie.
No.
Maybe you know
Yeah.
Brittany.
Yeah. We
Britt
actually we went to college
Went to
together,
college.
Brittany.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your
And
last
then
name now? What was your last name?
Baker.
Baker. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I knew Ashley Estes.
Oh
Did
yeah, I
y'all
know
room
that name.
Sister.
together? Is that how we knew each other, maybe?
Yeah. We lived together in
Yeah.
college. So
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say I think she was your roommate.
Yeah. She
Well,
was.
we
Yeah.
both have four kids between us, and we spend our days, we homeschool and we run them around constantly. We have ages 16 down to 2.
Hmm.
Brittany and I, we enjoy homesteading, we enjoy homeschooling, we enjoy businesses and community. But we're everyday women, just like anyone, you or anyone else who might be listening to this. And we really want to share something that's helped change our homes because everything you said yes to, we used to feel the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to start by giving you, I don't know, have you already gotten our nighttime shutdown for
I
free
did.
yet?
I got your the book that you put the
Oh, you got the
PDF.
playbook. Awesome.
Yes, the playbook.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so the nighttime shutdown is in there, and so we're going to talk about just how we use it in our homes. The one thing that helps us with our 8 kids between us and doing all the things, taking care of our homes. It didn't start overnight. It started with just practicing one thing at a time. But we've had people a lot of times over the years be like, "How do y'all do it all?" And we're like, "No, newsflash, we don't do it all." And we get a lot of help. And we also have systems, and we've put systems in place that have really helped us to move forward and bring peace in our home. So.
Yeah, and the truth is, like, your nights and mornings don't have to feel frantic, and that's something we kind of had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
You deserve a home, and we deserve a home that feels peaceful and a brain that shuts down instead of spirals all the time.
Yeah.
So the 20-minute or less nighttime shutdown that you find in the book, the playbook, is what helps us wake up calm. What helps us wake up feeling prepared and more present for our family. So let's dig in.
So, have you tried using the nighttime shutdown yet?
Not yet. We've had just a whole lot of family stuff since. So you did
The call in
a meeting like this in
January?
January.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and that's when I bought it. And then we've had some just like family spirally things, so I
Yep.
haven't gotten
Yeah,
into it. But yeah, I'm ready.
I understand
great,
that.
awesome.
Well, the great thing about well, the whole playbook, we give you just step by step, one thing at a time to just slowly implement. But
Mhm.
I'm going to tell you first why it matters to me and why the nighttime shutdown has helped me so much. So, as a busy homeschooling mom with toddler up to 11 years old kids, my nights would honestly just drain me. I always found myself in the pantry just wanting to eat all the snacks, which wasn't good for my health. But that was how I like coped with stress. And so, but I felt behind before the next day even started. And I'm the kind of mom that I think most moms are, but we just constantly have things in our head. The to-do list, the
Yeah.
like, what do you have to get done? And I never felt like I even like would complete them, but it was just always running in my head. And really, the nighttime shutdown has helped me just practice getting those things out of my head, having peace instead of pressure, and learning to have a place for those to-do lists and then begin to implement and get those things done.
Yeah, and it's the same for me. Routines used to stress me out because I thought that everything had to be perfect. And if it
Yeah.
wasn't perfect, I didn't want to do it. And then I started realizing it's not really about perfection. It's about having repeatable, doable systems
Yeah.
that serve busy moms like us. That's why we created this framework, not to give you more to do or us more to do, but to help you protect your time and your energy.
Yeah, so the truth is when I set up things the night before, my mornings they just run smoother. They run smoother, they feel more peaceful. Everyone feels like a little more cohesive. Maybe not the 2-year-old all the time, but so whether we're out the door early for a co-op day or a piano lesson or we're starting our homeschool day at home together, it always just flows better.
Yeah, truly, our entire days run smoother. We've talked about it a lot since we've implemented it, and it's about the same in both homes. Our homes stay cleaner. Our meals are more intentional, and our kids feel seen. And honestly, they appreciate the structure. When our husbands
Yeah.
walk in the door, or like mine works from home, when he walks out of the bedroom because he's done, we're not wanting to crash out. It's strange to realize that it literally starts like for us the night before. All right, Brittany,
Yeah.
let's get into the framework of what our nighttime shutdown really is.
Yeah, so I'd love to hear if y'all you want to put it in the comments while we just keep talking. Like, what is the hardest part of the nighttime for you? What's the most difficult, or the like, some of the maybe examples we've given? What are the things you're like, this is like the biggest, like, hardest place for me? And just go ahead and throw it in the comments. Hello. And we will just want to hear about those. So tonight we're going to give you the full nighttime shutdown for free. It will be yours. And let me get it where we can see the chat. There. Um, because we know that once you start to use it, you just implement one little thing, you'll already start to feel different very quickly.
We were out walking earlier, and we were talking about how we could get up here and give you all these charts and fancy to-dos, but what we do is we keep it simple. And the reality is, if we came out here giving you all these charts and all things can take you 30 minutes every night, no one wants to do that, right?
Yeah.
Um,
You get overwhelmed.
You get
real
overwhelmed
quick
and you're not going to do it. So the nighttime shutdown is just that. It's a simple sheet, a framework to help you start. It's things we actually do that help us shut down our night, our home, our minds, our list. And then once you get to using it, you can adapt to how it works for you. So we start with the framework, but it may look different in both of our homes.
Right. So most mornings don't feel chaotic because of what's happening in the morning. A lot of times they feel chaotic because your brain is already behind when you wake up. And if you know what I mean, give me a little, yes, you know that. Like you just like wake up and you're like, I already feel like there's so much to do and, you know, to get all the things done. So when you don't decide tomorrow before you go to bed, your mind does one of two things. So it either wakes up already anxious and stressed and thinking about everything, or you stay up half the night thinking about all the things you have to do because you don't want to forget something, right? So let's be real. We moms have a lot going on. All the lists, like we got to buy this at Amazon. We need to talk to our husband about these plans. Got to call to make these appointments. Like all the things we take care of our homes and we do those things and we're blessed to get to do that. But in order to do it well and to not, um, lose it all ourselves, we have to have a system to do that. So that's why so many moms wake up tired a lot of times and lack of sleep because there's just so many things going and so many things in our head and that have been undealt with or not planned out.
And we both have different non-negotiables for our nighttime shutdown. I'm going to tell you about mine first. Plain and simple for me, it's shutting down my kitchen. If I don't do it at night, I wake up already feeling behind. I see the dishes in the sink and it totally stresses me out because I already have a job to do from the day before. Can y'all relate to that? I shut down my kitchen every single night. Sometimes my kids come in and help me. Sometimes they do it on their own, and sometimes I just do it alone. But it brings me peace to shut down my kitchen each night. And finally, when I'm done, I do one simple little step, and it's I take a candle out and I light it. The candle to me is just a simple, maybe a silly sign that my kitchen's closed and the shutdown has been complete. My kids are known to hear me say, "Kitchen is closed for the night." So the question I have for you is how many times have you woken up in the morning to see your messy kitchen and you want to turn around and go back to bed?
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, me too. I learned quickly that putting my kitchen to bed served me well and my family. It's hard for me to be productive in my new day when I'm still working on yesterday's stuff, and I'm sure you can relate to that. I curious, do either of you close down your kitchen at night? They're like, I don't have no close it.
I
I don't know if you want us to chat or if you
Yeah,
want us
chat
Either
to.
way, yeah, it's fine.
Let's hear it.
I'm just so like my brain doesn't go fast.
No, you're
Yeah,
great.
I feel like anytime I've done for like a span of time and then it never like I've never been consistent at closing it every day.
Right.
Um, but yeah.
But how do you feel when you close it?
Oh, it's definitely
Comparatively,
a
yeah.
game changer.
Right. It's
But I
like
feel like
building.
that I get so overwhelmed with I have to get it done that I'm
Yeah.
like with all the other things, I've never been able to balance actually getting it done.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's tough. Some days are harder. And I have realized last night, I kind of thought, I'm starting to close my kitchen down earlier every night. Interestingly enough, even tonight when Brittany got here, everyone's going to eat dinner and I had already cleaned. It's done. And so she heard me. I was actually her daughter putting dishes in the sink and I didn't realize, but I was telling them all, you wash those dishes, put them in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
I'm done. Mommy's done in here, you know?
Yeah.
But let me tell you about one of our clients, Sarah. She used to feel like every night was just a meltdown. It was homework, dinner, messes everywhere, and then straight into bed feeling defeated. She told us that once she started using the nighttime shutdown, her whole household shifted. And that's why we share with women. Her kids know exactly what to do now, as ours do, and she stopped waking up feeling overwhelmed. She told us, quote, I didn't think a simple nighttime system could change my confidence, but it did.
Yeah, and I would say even to the, sometimes she's really good at shutting down the kitchen. Sometimes I struggle a little more, but when I recruit my kids, I feel like those are the nights I recruit my kids more to like, hey, just come, you do this, you do this, you do this. And when a couple things start getting cleaned, I'm like, okay, I can do the dishes, or I can finish this out and
Yeah.
like finish it. But getting people is helpful. Getting some of your family to help you is helpful. But so we also have Katie, and she is a full-time working mom. She is one of our clients. And she has limited time in the evenings to get everything done. Like, that's really hard. That's a lot of work. So taking a few tips from our nighttime shutdown has changed everything for her. She has implemented having her big kids come in and help her, like I just mentioned, and has brought, it's just brought a sweet relief to her home and to her nights. She now enjoys cleaning up the kitchen and getting to chat with her teenagers, and it's a win-win to get the time to be together and close out her kitchen.
And here's what we hear from some moms all the time when we're discussing our nighttime shutdown. They'll say, I don't have time. We feel that too. My
Yeah,
kids won't stick to it. I want to add that they'll stick to it if we stick to it, because a lot of the times that boils
it's
down to
true.
the mom.
Yeah.
Another thing we're told often is I get too tired at night and then I don't know where to start. And we get it because we have felt those things too. And sometimes when our homes are not running with our nighttime shutdown routine, we still feel it.
Yeah.
And that's why we know how important this framework is for moms.
Yeah, and so the truth is, I'm laughing because we went on vacation last week and I came back, did not get back into it, and I had some rough days, and I was like, oh, the nighttime shutdown, and the days are totally different.
I was
And
like, you went on vacation?
oh, with
I
you,
was with
I was
you.
with her. But the truth is, honestly, doing a nighttime shutdown, it doesn't have to take hours. It's just 10 or 15 minutes of your evening, and it's so valuable for you and your family. And when you have a simple framework that it will actually help save your energy, and it will save you mentally and physically as well.
I mean, one thing about me, sometimes when I look at my kitchen, it's so messy and I just want to go to bed. I ask myself, how are you going to feel in the morning?
It's a good question.
It's
Yeah.
a good question.
Yeah.
So the nighttime shutdown, though, it works best because it closes all the mental loops.
Yeah.
Your brain relaxes when it knows what's happening, when it knows what matters, and when it knows what can wait. This is not about productivity, but it's about bringing calm into your brain so that you can focus on what's important.
Yeah, for sure. So, okay, so my non-negotiable, because I'm pretty good at shutting down the kitchen, but some nights that how am I going to feel tomorrow doesn't get me. But my non-negotiable for the nighttime shutdown for sure is the part that is about tomorrow at a glance. So it kind of looks like this. It's in our playbook. So tomorrow at a glance really helps me. This is where I get all the things out of my head. I get to map out my day and I get to put down what's most important for me, and it lets everyone around me in my home know what to expect from us. So I want you to grab a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil, or if you have notes on your phone, we're going to do this together, okay? So I'm going to do it here so you can see all my craziness. But we're going to write everything we have going on tomorrow, on Monday. What do you have going on? Plus the things you hope to do tomorrow. So, you may have certain things that are like, you're taking your kids to school, or you have to go to work, or you're cooking breakfast, but what are things you want? Do you want to prioritize working out? I hope you do because it's important for you. Do you want to, maybe you need to make a meal for a friend that you have to take to this week. I want you just to write it all down. I'm going to give you a minute. I'm going to write mine. Maybe you need to order some things on Amazon. Those are the things. I want you to write some of those things that you want to do this week over here. But tomorrow, this is what we're doing. This is what we have on our to-do list. We're going to write it here. So I will go.
You're going to work out.
I'm going to work out.
I'm going to help you. You have homeschool co-op.
Homeschool co-op, and that takes a lot of the day. I have to cook dinner.
Oh, you have book club tomorrow night.
Book club. Oh, tomorrow's a busy day.
It's a busy day.
I have book club, but hey, I need to pay an electric bill. I think it's electric. I gotta look and see what bill it even is that I have to pay. I need to order some stuff for friend's baby shower. These are just things in my head. They're like taking up space. Order baby shower, not baby, but wedding shower stuff. Let's see. I need to, what else am I doing tomorrow? I know I want to work out. I want to read my Bible because it makes me a better mom. I'm gonna have dinner. Book club. I need to prep food for the book club. Food for the book club. I need to do a little bit of work. So where am I going to put that in? So these are some of the things. This is not as much of a busy day as I normally would have because we're out of the house a lot. But here's what you do. So I just write down everything I have. Maybe you have a doctor's appointment, maybe just all the different things. What are the things that are most important to you? And then any little thing that's popping up in your head. Oh, I need to talk to my husband about ski trip because we need to order gloves. I'm just going to write that over here. These are things that are just taking up space. They stress me out because I think in the middle of the day while I'm trying to homeschool, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do that. Oh yeah, I need to do that. And they just take brain space away from you. And so what you do with this is then I give it just a simple time blocking thing. So I know for me to read my Bible, I'm going to have to do it first thing in the morning. So I'll put my goal tomorrow, because I have to be out of the house early, is to wake up at 6, read my Bible. And then I also know that because I have book club tomorrow, I'm not working out after co-op. If I'm going to work out, it's going to have to be done in the morning. I'm going to give myself a goal of 7 a.m., but I also know that I have to be flexible, just like I teach my kids, because I usually will put this up for my kids to see as well. And then they can see what to expect throughout the day. And I always have to tell them, be flexible. Things change, but this is just generally what to expect. And I'm telling you, I've done this for years on a whiteboard in my kitchen. I would put it up, let them know what to expect, and it helps them so much. It helps their brains, it helps them feel safe, secure, and structured. And so I'm just going to plug all these things into my day. And I know I have co-op. I know I need to do some work after I get home. I know I need to cook dinner and make some food, and then I'm going to have book club. And that's my day. But then I also have this list, and it's already out of my brain, and that's the most important thing. You want to get those things out of your head, so that you have space to focus on the things that are most important. Because, like I said, if I'm homeschooling my kids during the day and all these to-do lists are popping up, one, I'm not going to do anything with them. They're going to stress me out. I'm going to hope I don't forget them. But instead, I've already written them down. I'm going to put them in a place on my nighttime um, shutdown page, and it's going to help me to go back to those when I'm home with my husband, when I have the kids in bed and can sit down and think about these things and work through those. And so this is how I kind of do my day, and I display it. Like I said, I used to just have a little whiteboard, write it all out for my kids to see. And now I bought a digital calendar, which I'm loving this year so far, and they're able to see it on there as well. And then I'm also able to give them task on there. And so this is my non-negotiable, the tomorrow at a glance from the nighttime shutdown.
I think the whiteboard is a genius. It's
Yeah.
always worked really well in my home too. I mean, we have whiteboards everywhere. So
Yeah. So does this, like, I kind of ran through it fast because it's a lot, but is this helpful to y'all? Or y'all like, oh, I could do that and that could help to get things out of your head and on paper?
it seems so
Yes.
simple, but it's something we don't do. Go ahead, Megan. What?
Yeah, always love brain dumping, but then I end up with like 2 full pages worth of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then but I feel like it does really like just help get it out and
Right.
not feel like brain overload.
Yeah.
One suggestion I would give with over here on this side is where Brittany has stuff that maybe she needs to talk to her husband about, or like we do business together. So we have a private, like we use Slack and we can divide things up and we just go and we drop what we need to then. Or like my husband, I'll just put some notes in WhatsApp. These are things we need to discuss. So it's off of my list, but I don't know when it's going to go here because it's so busy, but we'll find time to talk about it. So
Yeah. And
But-
I'll say, like, even the other night, I had a lot of things on my mind. I wrote them in the notes in my phone, and I was going to bed, and I thought about one or two of them. I was like, no, wait, it's okay. You can go to bed. Those are already written down. You can get to this. You'll be getting to those tomorrow because they're already written down. You're not going to forget them. You're good. Just go to bed. And like almost like talk myself into it. It's fine. Just relax. Don't pick your phone up again. You're good. And I feel like that's where it really helps you.
yeah. So this changes everything when you do it the night before because you're going to sleep better. You're not going to think about all that.
Yeah.
You're going to wake up calmer. You don't have to stress over what's in your head because you've already put it somewhere, whether it's in your notes, however, your calendar or wherever you put it. Your kids feel it, your tone changes, and your patience lasts longer. And you guys, I'm sure you know, we kind of set the tone for our home. So when we wake up already stressed out, our kids feel it, and then suddenly they're stressed out. Like how many times? I don't know. I don't know the ages of your kids. Megan, I know you have a younger one, but I see it even in my 5-year-old. I will say something or react a certain way, and about 20 minutes later, I can hear her doing it to her sibling. And I'm like, oh, you know?
That
So
was me.
I
Yeah.
think that's one of the reasons shutting my kitchen and my live, everything down at night is so important because I know how I wake up.
Yeah.
So, like I said, your patience lasts longer. It's not because life got easier, but it's because you decided before the day demanded.
Mm.
You decided before the day demanded.
Yeah. So I want you all to just take a deep breath and just think about how you would feel if you knew your kitchen was clean and close. Maybe there was a candle lit because that brings you peace. And things were prepped for tomorrow, and you already had things out of your head on a list, a general like plan for the next day. Like, how does that make you actually feel on the inside? I want you to think about it. Um, so this is what happens when you decide before the day starts. You stop reacting, you start leading, you get to prioritize what's most important. One of the things I love most about this is that it helps me to not be so stressed or thinking about all the things or trying to get it all done, but it helps me to see my kids, to focus on my kids, to connect with my kids in the morning because sometimes you can just be go, go, go. I know y'all feel it as moms and you're like, wait, they were telling me something and I was just like trying to get all the things done. What were they even saying? And like the mom guilt kicks in. It's like, no, like when you have it out and in a safe place or a place that's like, helping you prioritize the day, you're able to see your kids and connect with them well. And you get out of that stressed out, hurried mode each morning. And just thinking about that, surely you can already feel like, oh, that would feel so different and so much better for me.
And this right here also is teaching our kids. Like I said, I have a 16-year-old all the way down to 5. And for my 12-year-old and 16-year-old, like this is important. And right now I'm doing it for them on our calendar, but the
Mhm.
hope is that eventually they'll do it for themselves, because it's just important for their headspace and everything.
I want to say
Yeah.
something to that like I said, we put this together because these are things we actually do. And I've been doing generally this for several years. And he was probably 4 or 5 at the time because he's 6 now. We were going home one day. And one of the ways I kind of like talk about our day is I always tell my kids what to expect. Okay, when we get home, you need to do, everyone needs to brush their teeth. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. So they know what to expect. And he started saying it. He was like 4 or 5. He's like, okay, everybody, mommy, can I do it? When we get home, and he starts saying this, I'm like, oh, this stuff does work, and they do learn from us,
Yeah.
and it is helpful.
What, the other day, my 2 little girls, 4 and 5, were like going back and forth, who's keeping the list, our running list and
Oh,
all our
yeah.
errands. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, thank you. Honestly, you helped me. But here's the honest part of what we're sharing with you guys tonight. What you did, if you wrote down the stuff, it took effort. You saw if you didn't write down stuff and you were just watching Brittany, like she had to really think. And again, Monday's kind of an easier day
It
because
is.
we're out of our house for so long for homeschool co-op. But it took effort, and you won't always have the mental space or time to walk yourself through this. And that's why we didn't just create a concept when we did this, we created a system. Okay. The home management playbook, which she showed you, it's a digital product, but we actually, I don't know where the front is. We printed it off and we bound it because it's something we absolutely love and we use.
Yeah.
It doesn't ask you to remember what to do. It walks you through it step by step on the nights you're tired, that you're touched out, and you're just done. So I want you to imagine waking up tomorrow and already knowing what matters, what doesn't matter, and where your energy is going to go.
So like we said, that nighttime shutdown was just one page of this, but we also have it broken up so that you just take little chunks. You don't get overwhelmed. It's like just practice this one thing at a time. See it, start implementing it, and then you can move on when you're ready. But it also holds morning anchors. It holds daily structure. So I kind of shared a little like kind of block scheduling style. It shares that. Phone boundaries that help protect your own mental space and your time. And then also some family connection systems. We even have some fun like around the table connection cards for you and your kids to enjoy. But the great thing about, the whole playbook is it's not just about a good night from the nighttime shutdown. That is a great tool, but really we want you to have a life that feels calmer, that feels clearer, and feels more intentional. And we feel like what we put in here really is helpful for all moms.
So before we wrap it up, because we want to honor your time, I want to speak to the lady who's listening to this who may be thinking, I need this. Oh my goodness, I want my nights to feel like this and my mornings to feel more intentional and less chaotic. But I don't trust myself to stick with it. I hear you. I understand. Like, I know. You're not alone in that. Most of the women we coach feel the exact same way at first. They want peace at night. They just don't have a system that helps them get there. And that's exactly why we built the playbook, because having a simple visual guide takes all the guesswork out for you. And after you start doing it, it just becomes natural for you.
Yeah. And we didn't create the playbook, like we said, from a place of perfection. It was from a place of survival, from learning how to do it ourselves to maintain our home and our family. The system came from two moms with 8 kids between us, running multiple businesses, homeschooling, dealing with daily stresses, and just wanting our homes to feel safe instead of feeling like a burden. We built the exact guide that we wish someone would have given us early on, And I had an older lady at church today tell me, I love what you ladies are doing, and I wish someone would have given me something like this when I was a young mom. And I was like,
That's
I
so
was
sweet.
getting my kid, but later I was like, that was such a sweet compliment. Like,
Such a
very
sweet
kind.
compliment.
Yeah.
So in our playbook right now, there are several modules. You have the nighttime shutdown, which we covered tonight. You have the morning anchor, the weekly rhythm and block scheduling, like Brittany explained, and wellness as a non-negotiable. And, it's teaching you to implement several boundaries to help protect your mind and your time, kind of like she talked about the cell phone. And each module, we give you templates that you can use in your everyday life. You can print them off. Like we've made them. We've talked about like you can print off the shutdown and then just laminate it and just reuse it until it becomes part of your system. Okay. It's everything we use packaged up in a way that makes it easier for you to copy and paste it into your life. And once you buy it, it's yours and you'll get all the updates for free. And we have plans to add 2 more modules this year, really hoping to add one on marriage.
Yeah. So just imagine what it would feel like to walk in your kitchen at night and in the morning and to not feel like you've just been punched with overwhelm because you're still dealing with yesterday's, dirtiness and to-do list. But imagine waking up and not feeling behind. Imagine ending your day proud and not irritated. Imagine your kids knowing what to do and your home to feel peace and peaceful, not perfect, but peaceful. That's what our playbook does. It helps you create that. And you deserve that kind of night and that kind of morning. And we want you to have it because honestly, when you have wins at night, your morning is so much better.
It's so true. So if you're ready to take this from inspiration to implementation, I think we're going to drop it in the comments.
Yeah.
And you can grab it. I know, Brittany, you already did, but you guys, it's a great tool. But we hope you take away from this. Oh, I didn't even see the comments. We hope you take away the nightly shutdown and you try it out because it's worth it for yourself and your family.
Yeah. And so we will be sending the replay of this and the nighttime shutdown. If you don't already have it for free, it will be sent to you and you can begin using it. And we just want to honor y'all's time. And if you have questions, let us know. You can talk to us or you can write it in the comments. But we'd love to answer any questions. And we hope this was helpful and that you can already start implementing something to begin practicing tomorrow. Like maybe you need to go back to your kitchen and go shut it down.
I need to go light my candle.
Do y'all have any questions?
You can stop the recording now, probably.